Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for Cancer season. Now this will be for all the individual signs, but in the beginning, this introduction will be a general overview of Cancer season. Now Cancer season will be from June 20th to July 22nd when Leo season begins. Now, you know that when I am doing the longer readings, which I kind of look at as more the chapters, I use a bunch of cards, a bunch of decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, kind of gives me the main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for some clarification. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, words of advice. I'm kind of getting to the finishing with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I also will be pulling one, just one, because I've been liking these cards a little bit more so, my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards. Now, I will finish then with my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Yes, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message, and that's what I try to do. Remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help. And thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's do a little bit of the introduction where I want to go over some of the things happening in Cancer season. Now, I'm also going to pull randomly a card from my Waite Rider traditional tarot. Okay, so like I said, June 20th, Cancer season begins. It's also the summer solstice. Cancer is a water sign. It will actually begin at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of truth in life during Cancer season. There will be some high emotions. There will be some rather deeper emotions too. But this is about Cancer. Cancer season wants to know the truth, but the Cancer season also wants to know the quality. There's quality in truth, okay? So if you're giving half-truths, Cancer season will not accept that. I will say that that probably will affect a lot of the air signs too, because if you're not given the whole truth, if you're lying through a mission, air signs will not like that at all. They will not, and they'll catch you on that, okay? But all of the signs it will kind of rub you raw, any kind of lies through a mission. So this is going to be one of those times that, there's got to be some quality. There's got to be quality in the truth. So let's pull a couple of cards for here and see what we might have as an overview for my Cancers. Not for my Cancers, for my Cancer season. Here we go. Put you over there. First card will be Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving on. Things have to change. So this is a 10 transition, but it's meant to be. There is some changes happening. Again, there's going to be, I talk about Saturn with Aquarius, but this has more depth to this. This has more strength to this. And this is part of that karmic type of energy. It's like karma cannot be denied. Karma cannot be denied. Next card there is the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and also our Virgo. This is about, 7 is that divine number for me too. It's a divine umbrella. This is about rewards. This is about a lot of the work that has been happening. You should start seeing some rewards for your efforts, for the things, for what you have put in. If you have put in a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, you should start seeing a lot of positive rewards returned. Now, next card is the King of Wands. Now, Wands is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy going on in Cancer. And with the Leo energy, there's going to be some surprises going on. Now, the King underlying is air energy, thought processes, thinking things through. So there could be some surprises coming during this time. And it's something that needs to happen. It's something that will happen. but it's seeing also, the King of Wands is also seeing more of the future. So that does go along with a lot of what this is. Things have to happen. The King of Wands is waiting and watching and hoping and making things happen also. Okay, so now I talked about that this will be the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. That's the longest day of the year, meaning the longest day that we have light and sunshine. It is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. It's like, it's when there's more dark than there is light. So that's one thing going on. Okay, so on the 20th of June also, and this is at 11:05 a.m., Jupiter will go retrograde. It is still in Pisces. During this time, and Pisces is a water sign, and I think this kind of fits with what we're having here. I kind of get these, just my own impressions, what I was also reading. I do go to other sites to kind of see, what's happening. But my feelings were that it was going to be warm, cozy. It's kind of rose-colored glass time. Now, with this retrograde, there should also be a sense of relief and release. But it's also the start. The start of this will also bring about what's called a honeymoon phase. Now, the 21st of June, Venus in Cancer trines with Neptune, which is also a water sign. There's going to be truth coming out, especially about love. Now, if it's a true love, it will work out really. It will actually bring out that positive truth. If it is not, again, lies will not be tolerated, even if they're through a mission. Now, the 22nd of June, Mercury goes direct in Gemini. However, don't get too excited, because what happens is it will take about 14 days before it leaves what's called the retrograde shade. So there's still a little bit of that karma going. The closer you are to the 22nd, as we go out, and it leaves that around the July 7th. The closer it gets to, July 7th, the weaker that karmic cycle is. Anyway, the 24th of June is a full moon, and it will be in Capricorn. Now, that will be at 2:39 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. All the things that I'm gathering, my thoughts are, this is where we pull up our big kid pants. We need to be real to ourselves. We need to be honest to ourselves and to others. There's going to be a lot of balance, and remember, this will go from, this goes through that cycle. There needs to be some balancing between home and life. Oh, I pulled the wrong cards. And let's see, and again, the words, be true to thine own self, comes up. Okay, now let's go on. Let's see what happens. Let's pull some cards for the full moon in Jupiter. Not in Jupiter, I'm sorry, in Capricorn. Here we go. Put these again. There. First card. Okay, so this is reversed. We have a 1, new beginnings, new start. The Magician. The Magician is about making things happen. So remember, this is the time that the full moon is when I tell you it's a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Now, when the new moon is going to the full moon, that's when it's getting bigger. They call that the waxing moon. That's the time to request. When the moon is getting smaller and it's going, it's called the waning moon. And that's when you release. Around the full moon, and I would say, basically go like 3 days before, day of, and 3 days after is a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need, but to also request. So the Magician is basically saying you can make things happen around this full moon. Remember, Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's more tangible energy. Anyway, next card is here, the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups has that mixture between the water sign of Cups and the Page's underlying energy of Earth. So there is that mixture going on, and that's exactly what we have here. But it's kind of whimsical at the same time. It's kind of like, expect maybe a little bit of the unexpected. I know that goes with Uranus and Taurus all the time. But, it's kind of a expect. And if you want to expect something negative, put it out, comes back. If you want to expect positive, put it out. Now, your next card here is, we've got actually 4 cards. Next card is Ace of Wands, your air energy that we've talked about. I'm sorry, wand is your fire energy, passionate. Aces is a new beginning, one. So we have a couple of ones here. So it could be a really wild start. It could be something that, you really want to go after too. So there's really positive energy around this full moon. Next card is the Page of Pentacles. So we have two ones and we have two pages. Pentacles is our earth energy. This is about new jobs, new beginnings, new ways to make money. Okay, now, a couple of things else we have going on here. On June 25th, Neptune goes retrograde, and that's also going to be in Pisces. Now we have the 27th of June. Venus enters Leo. There's going to be a lot of energy around love. So this is going to be, if you're going to fall in love, it's going to be big and generous. If you're going to break up, it's going to be big and generous, okay? So it's not going to necessarily be something that's it's not going to be moderate. There's going to be a lot of things happening. It's going to, you meet somebody, or any of the relationships that I talk about, your work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home, something's going to start. It's going to be big. It's going to be really, oh, this is great. If it's, like I said, if it's being pulled apart, it's going to be big also. It's not something, this Leo and Venus, and also to remember, this is when it's starting. So this is going to go on until it goes into Cancer. I think it goes into Cancer. No, I'm sorry, it goes into Virgo on the 21st of July. So this will be going on for a little bit of time. It's going to be big. And like I said, if it's positive, it's going to feel great. If it's not positive, not so great. Anyway, now this I did take from another site, and I will post that site because I did like a lot of the things that they talked about with Cancer. But I want to make sure that, this is something from another site. This one, they were saying, and I'm going to say this is going to be more from June 30th to maybe July 10th. High risk of unexpected shocks and surprises. I'll post this in the community page, their link. And I've posted their site before, but not for a long time. So basically, the 1st of July, we have Mars, which is in Leo, opposing Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. On the 4th of July, we have Mars again, squares with Uranus and Taurus. And Leos know what that means. That's always Uranus and Taurus. Expect that unexpected. We have Cancer on the 5th, sextiles with Uranus and Taurus. We have Leo on the 7th, opposing Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And on the 8th, we have Venus squaring with Uranus. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of weird type of energy. Leo is about, Leo has heart. Leo has very strong commitments. Now, I'm not, Leo wants, Leo is very straightforward in many ways, So there's a lot of things that might be happening around that time. On July 9th, we have our new moon in Cancer. My feeling on that when I was, putting this together, and like I said, I pray and meditate, the message was the pressure brings the diamond, so how they have a, like the piece of coal or charcoal or whatever, the pressure brings the diamond. So new moons are the start of a new cycle where it is about, again, requesting. Let's see, we're just going to pull one card here for the new moon and see what that might say. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you want to, yeah, we're going to take you out. Okay, no, this is the card. Here we go. The Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is a 9. 9 has a completion to it, but the Hermit is also saying maybe it's time to back away a little bit. Maybe it's time to step away a little bit. Make sure you connect with your higher power, your guardian angels, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, also to, the source. Also, it's a good time for you to do a lot of reflection. Okay, so we're just going to go with that for the new moon. Mercury on the 11th enters Cancer. Serious talks, discussions about heart, home. But again, this is about seeing the truth. It may be an extremely emotional time, but it's about seeing the truth. And, and again, during Cancer, it's, don't lie through, especially with omission. Okay, meaning Well, maybe it wasn't a real lie, but I just didn't tell you the truth. Okay. So then on the 21st, Venus enters Virgo. That is going to be a nicer, it's a little calmer. It's more, Virgo being the earth energy, it's going to be more grounded energy. Just be a little careful about smugness. That just popped for me. On the 22nd, the sun enters Leo at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. And I did put this here because the 23rd, there will be the full moon in Aquarius at 10:36 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, we have that, that change signs, the changing energies plus that full moon energy. So, whew. So just kind of wanted to let you know what I was feeling a little bit about this. I will add this to the front. And of course, anyone that cross watches, I will put the time that this is over also in the link. Okay? So now, remember the like, share, subscribe. But now let's start with our readings. Hello, my Sages, and welcome to Cancer season. It's going to be an interesting time, I think. So let's see what we have. Okay, first card coming out. Oh, the Seven of Earth. You are more than ready to claim it. Claim it. So sevens have a divine umbrella. Basically, seven's a divine number. And it's like you do your stuff, you do what you need to do, and then heaven takes over, higher power, whoever that is for you. Now, earth energy is our Capricorn, our Virgo, it's our Taurus energy. It's very, very hands-on energy, very solid, a lot of times to do with your money, your work. You need to claim it. You need to claim it. Things are coming to you. You have done a lot of stuff. You have done a lot of preparation, and now's the time for you to claim it. Okay? So, these are reversed, so strong stuff. So, first card. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action. So don't worry if there's a little bit of a pause there. Unnecessary worry. Now, normally I kind of go over the pause. Sometimes I don't really feel that, but there could be a little bit of a pause. There could be something that you're working on that's really strongly about to get, to get you noticed, to get your promotion, to get your, degree, or to get to that next step. So there might be a little bit of pause. But I kind of feel like I'm getting the words double promoted. So it's like, I don't know, when you're in school, usually it's grammar school, and you're basically doing so well that they take you from third to fifth. Okay, so I'm getting double promoted here. Okay, so don't worry about the pause. Next card, reversed. The Five of Air. Well, there's your worry. There's your worry. Don't worry about the pause, okay? So fives have some change energy to it, positive or negative. Air is our Libra, our Aquarius, it's our Gemini, it's our thought processes, it's our making our plans, it's kind of thinking. I kind of feel like this could be precipitous. Okay, so this could be, they haven't given me my raise, they haven't done what it is, I'm looking for another job. I'm looking for another job. I'm not telling you not to look for another job, because many times when you're interviewing and you're looking, it either makes you possibly find something that you might like better, or it makes you appreciate where you were at. So I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But again, don't worry about so much the pause. Okay? So if you find something that's so much better, I'm happy for you. Anyway, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. I think that between these two cards, it would be a good time to have a discussion. And it might not, and I'm not saying that you go to your boss, go to whoever and say, well, if you don't give me da 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 da, I'm leaving. No. That's just, hey, I just wanted to kind of, get back to you on this. Do you have any update? What's going on? It's all right to ask calmly. It's all right to ask, politely too. Anyway, next card. The Four of Fire. So fire is your energy, okay? It is also Aries and Leo, passionate, burning, determined. Now, fours have some stability. Things work its way through. Things work its way. There might be a pause. It might kind of get your mind going a little bit. You might kind of go like, well, who are they? Who are they? Why do they think they can treat me this way? But the thing is, just wait it out a little bit, because it actually, what this was all about, comes to fruition with this. So what could this be? This could be like from that full moon to that new moon, you know, when you're supposed to release a little bit, and this could be from that new moon to that full moon. So you could hear something more towards the end of Cancer season than you do in the beginning of Cancer season. Okay, so now let's go to our John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. See if we can get some clarification on this. Okay, hold on a sec. Well, you definitely wanted to come out. You definitely wanted to come out. Hold on a second. Let's go on. One last card here. And here we are. Okay, now I don't know if which one's reversed or not reversed. Oh, my nose is itching now. Excuse me. Here we are. Firm foundation. So we have that 4 again. We have that 4 again. So don't be so worried about things. Everything is a firm foundation. Whatever this is, you have built a very firm foundation. Now, I am also getting that while I am going more with your work energy with this, but this could also be with your home energy. It could also be about your, you know, your intimate relationship too. Okay? This picked this up as, you know, you've got, but this, there's a lot of strength with this one. Next card. Okay, so here we are, reversed awareness. Now we have a 1. So I'm looking at the number 754. I'm not really picking up anything too much with that, but now we have a 441. So there could be. 1 has a new beginning, a new start. Awareness is about your third eye. That is what you're receiving. Now, if you're talking about chakras, if you know anything about chakras, there are 7 main chakras. Now, what the root, the sacral, the solar plexus to the heart are more of your natural chakras. Your heart, your throat, your third eye to your crown are more your supernatural chakras. There's other chakras all over your body, but we're just working with this. The third eye is your receiving chakra. It's your, you know, pineal gland or pineal gland. People call it different ways. It's one of these things that you need to really, it's almost like a muscle that needs to be worked a little bit, and you need to make sure that you take care of it well too. There's a lot of things out there on how to activate it. Like there's certain things in our water that we don't want to drink because it calcifies that pineal gland, or pineal gland, whichever. Anyway, people call it both. But anyway, with that, you know, there is this, especially possibly around this full moon, you could have a more of an awareness on what you need to do. This is also connecting with higher power and listening. Okay. And the 1, new start, new beginnings. Okay, and now we have a 1 and a 9. So we have, you know, we have a 19. So the 1 has that new beginning, 10 was a transition, 9 has a wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. So we go from the 7, just wait it out a little bit. You know, lots of things happening with this 7. This, you know, you've done a lot of work with this. You've planted your seeds to now the light shines. There's hope. There is so many possibilities happening. Okay. So yours is yours may have a little bit of some ups and downs. I do feel that to go from here to here, there's a little bit of you saying, why does that person, how could they treat me this way? Da, 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 da. I'm just going to say, chill a little bit, and know that there's lots of movement going on, lots of movement also behind the scenes. But I do like the 4s, and I like your firm foundations. Here we go. So Osha Zen for words of advice. Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, is this one reversed? No, this one. Oh yes, no. Completion, 21. Now, in many times, this would also be the world, okay? You have come to where you need to be, okay? You have met a lot of your karmic metrics, if you want to say. Now, is this the completion? Completion, no. But you have, it's kind of like you've leveled up, okay? So if you play computer games, if you play little games, you have now leveled up. The pieces are falling into place. Here we are. Next card. I think this one's reversed here. Yes. So now traveling. So we have, okay, this was 21 choices and that new beginning again. 8's unlimited opportunities now. traveling. It doesn't necessarily mean that the road is going to be easy, but there's sun at the end. So it's not always an easy path for you, my Sages. It's not always easy, but the reward is there. And remember, 8s have unlimited opportunities. So there could be some opportunities waiting for you. It may not necessarily be an easy path, but the opportunities are there. This one's reversed here. Yes, it is. And now we go back to 2 again, choices, decisions, possibilities. Okay. The thing I like about this is now some people, you might say that the sun is setting, the sun is rising. You're not quite sure about that. What I like is that there's the eagle looking at everything. Anyway, let's go on to these cards here. Let's see what we have here. Now, okay. I know, they do this. Why do they surprise me? They just do. Here we are. But I like it when they don't fall on the floor. Okay. 1 and 2. So our first one is the one that fell out. Let's see what we have here. The 5 of Ariel. Now, Ariel is our earth energy. I think, did we talk about earth energy? Yes, we did. And 5 has some change again. So there's going to be some changes to your earth energy. There's going to be some changes, possibly to your salary. Now, so whatever, this 5 kind of is a little shaky with this, but I do feel that this 5 of Ariel has a positivity to it. Now, you may not, you may be counting on this raise or counting on this bonus before. Don't spend it before you get it in hand, okay? Don't spend it until you actually have it. Let me just say that. Okay. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And I'm really getting into that self-fulfilling prophecies thing, so you might have heard me talk about this before. When you prophesize over yourself, okay, you want to make sure it's positive, okay? You do not want it to be negative. You don't want to, oh, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. You're putting out negative energy, and if you're talking about yourself, you don't want that. So, positive. This one's reversed. The 4 of Ariel. So we have some more 4 energy here, foundational energy. This has some give and take a little bit. This is kind of like, so you might have to have some compromises. If you are, this could even be a house. You might have some negotiations. You might have to, say, okay, this is what I want. Maybe they can't give you the salary, so then ask for some vacation time or ask for something else. Okay? Okay. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. Like I said, don't spend the money until it's in hand here. And your last card is the World. Okay, so now the World, we had completion, 21, and now we have Michael, 21. And this is all about the World. So it kind of goes again. There's going to be some rocky times. Remember the travel. It's not going to necessarily be easy. But by the end of Cancer season, it looks like everything comes together for you. And you enter into Leo season in a much better place. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So let's go on one more time with this card just to see. We're just going to pull one though. So, yeah, so it all comes together. In between, yeah, there's going to be some rocky. Wait it out a little bit. Again, I'm not going to tell you not to look for another job. It's just see what they have to offer before you actually take the other job, maybe. How's that? Does that work? Does that help? But that 4 of Ariel means to me, with this for you right now, it means that you could be in negotiations. Okay, and so that means you might get a lawyer, because I'm not a lawyer. Okay, this one's reversed. 15. So we have a 15. We have some change energies. And so here's our 5s. Okay, so here we're 15 again. Choose freedom. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, because I think that's kind of where we're going with this. But often that is just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Oh, that's interesting. You had that path there too. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision, self-prophesize, endless other possibilities you might act upon. Oh, I like that for you. That just wraps up a lot of it. It doesn't tell you the whole thing because, again, you went from get ready, you got it. Okay, so let's go on and see what crystal or energy for my Sagittariuses we have. Here we go. Black tourmaline, and you know I love my black tourmaline. I keep these out. Protective, anxiety relief, that you might need. You might need that. Aura cleansing, we had that, yeah, we did have that, the third eye here. Self-belief. I definitely think if you've got a place, get some black tourmaline, okay? Okay, it shouldn't be expensive. I think this was maybe like $3, $4, but that's been a while. Anyway, okay, whew, let's move that around here a little bit. So my Sages, I mean, okay, yeah, there's the rocky middle, but the beginning and then to the end, aces. Okay, so my Sagittarius, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps. But most importantly, my Sagittarius, please know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.